minor minor forest produce processing and research center, Vindhya Herbals. With the permission of jury, I would like to throw some light about this MFP-PARC. Basically, this MFP-PARC was initially established in 2002-2003 by the initial funding of the State Mandi Board and the MP State Minor Forest Produce Federation, and now this has come up as in the present shape. And major mandate of this MFP PARC is to manufacture the Ayurvedic medicines and also provide the support to the minor forest produce gatherers in the state. And this is also registered one of the 8 pharmacies of the state, which is recognized by the government of India. And it is also registered under the Factory Act 1962 and also the Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940 and also registered as Establishment Act 1958 for doing the business in the manufacture of Ayurvedic medicine. And about the how this is the different from this, I would like to tell about the Madhya Pradesh. As we all know that Madhya Pradesh is very rich in play a major role in fulfilling the local dwellers which are living in and outside the fringes of forest area, and they are about the 4 million people. They are involved in collections of local forest produce, and you know the MP is the veritable niche of the growing the herbal niche, and 20% total population. 20% total population of the state is the tribal populations, and they are all involved in the collections of the medicinal and herbal plants. And these are the some of the minor forest produce. Here you can see which we are using. Rather, we are collecting from the local gatherers, primary societies of the state. And here in the present context, this vocal for the local is very important. That as we all know that Swadeshi movement started in the pre-independent area of the India, and more emphasis was laid in the using the indigenous item instead of foreign made, and how the people during the corona pandemic came up with the new ideas, and they realized their real potential, strengthening and empowering them. They will find the solution prevailing in the area. And here it is with reference to our locals gatherers in the state. Every citizens of India must be vocal for the local produce. As and when there is any problem in the country, similar sort of the slogans launched by the government. If there is a problem related to the agriculture, then naturally we have today become the self-sufficient in the products, agriculture production. If related to the border, it is about the Jawans. So our beloved Prime Minister gave the idea this Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas and Sabka Vishwas. And this also encourages the participant locals by molding their destiny by using the forest produce, and we extend the support of capacity building. Crisis is the greatest blessing for the people and nation because the crisis brings the process. And here the some hands-on processing of the local gatherers in the state, which we are buying these produce from the locals. And what is the uniqueness of the nomination? As we know that prime mandate of forest department is the conservation, protection and management of forest and wildlife, and envisioning the forest cover beyond the forest boundaries so as to keep the ecosystem services intact. And here to ensure the village empowerment, to provide the structure for minor forest produce, processing and value addition, and to impart technical and economical impetus. And this is the unique model of forest department in the country, working the different line manufacturing of Ayurvedic medicine. MFP-PARC is committed for the purity of products and raw material which is being procured from the forest area. They are all organic in nature. And main objective of this MFP-PARC is processing and manufacturing of Ayurvedic and herbal products, developing better technology, providing technology to the local, and we also provide the laboratory testing facility to the farmers, growers, and small processors at a very reasonable rate, and spreading the awareness of scientific and harvesting techniques to the collectors, also developing market system for the raw material and medicinal and aromatic plant. We also conduct the training for the harvesting, processing, and value addition of the MFP to all stakeholders. And MFP PARC is engaged in the manufacturing Ayurvedic product, pharmaceutical and FMC fast-moving consumer goods under the brand name of Vindhya Herbals. As a good manufacturing practices, we are also certified as this MFP-PARC engaged in the business of production and sale of Ayurvedic medicine and herbal product also. MFP-PARC has history of supplying good quality product to the Ayush department, and we manufacture the classical and proprietary medicines also. As of now, we have license of manufacturing about 850 drugs, but regularly we manufacture about 350 medicine. As and when we get the demand from the Ayush department, even not only the state, we also supply the Ayurvedic medicine to the other state, other 15 to 16 states, and we have the annual turnover about 30 to 35 crores annually. And blueprint is being proposed to enter the market aggressively just to enhance the outreach of Vindhya Herbal product beyond the geographical boundaries of the country. Since the declaration of COVID-19 pandemic as an epidemic by the WHO and imposition of lockdown, MFP-PARC was mandated to manufacture the immunity boosting Ayurvedic drugs to state Ayush department for free distribution to people of the state challenging. MFP-PARC has to prepare and require medicine in a very limited time frame during the lockdown period restrictions. Challenges were so many to purchase of machinery, raw material, packaging, material, and in transparency. So upskilling and upgradation of the staffs and employees were also initiated, and state government accorded a special permission to run the factory during the lockdown period just to fulfill the timely supply of the Ayurvedic drugs to the department. And during the lockdown period, MFP-PARC came up with the new innovative processing technology and packaging machinery to fulfill the requirement in the shortest possible time under the able guidance of our seniors. Persuading and motivating and instilling a confidence in the staff and employees and instilling confidence to bring them back on duty, it was a major challenge for manufacturing a medicine as per order placed by state Ayush department. Amid the fierce psychosis of corona infection among the staff and employees, however, our factory remained continued in operation unabated. They had worked day and night, keeping in mind that supply of medicine may secure the life of people from corona infection. Prevailing formidable condition of the corona in the country, staff and employee of our factory, they remembered one motto of life is that securing the life people is the most pious above all mission in the lifetime of the human being. And some of our employees, they also fell victim to this corona. But despite all this, our skeletal staff kept on working on their mission. It is time, excellence. It is time to realize the true potential of Ayurveda, manufacturing and distribution immunity boosting drugs in the large quantities during the lockdown period, and measure that drugs which we manufacture. These are structures. So 60 lakh units we manufactured and they were distributed among the 3 crores population. And we also this Ayush 64, which is a very effective for the mild and moderate corona infections. This is developed by the CCRS, and technology has been transferred by the National Research Development Council to the MFP-PARC, and we have produced and manufactured the Ayush 64. And product of unit is largest and successful cooperative body in the state. Most of the product under the brand name of Vindhya Herbals are organic nature, and products are tested in the state of art. We have our own lab accredited by the NABL. Most of the raw material is sourced from our primary societies working across the state, and there are about 1071 primary societies in the state, in which 4 billion people they are manufactured gatherers. We also conduct the training for the IFS officers, state forest department officials, and research scholars, PG and undergraduate students, and also the farmers to impart the agro techniques associated with medicinal plant. We also take up the training program to inculcate the awareness among the sustainable and and non-destructive harvesting practices among the collectors, medicinal and aromatic plants. Profits are plowed back to the primary cooperative society members as per of the federation's guidelines. And scalability, as you know, in Ayurveda, it is the science of life with the holistic approach to health and personalized medicine. It is known to be complete with reference to the medical system that comprises physical, psychological, philosophical, ethical, and spiritual health. In Ayurveda, each cell is inherently an essential expression of pure intelligence, hence called self-testing healing science. And in addition to this, therapeutic concept and use of herbal treatment is equally important in traditional system. And drug manufacture industries and other supporting industries play important role in development of the Ayurvedic medicines. Today, the demand for herbal products is increasing day by day. Enough availability of raw material with a reasonable price, it is a major challenge. And some steps need to be taken at industry level as well as the government level. There is a need to supply the correct and pure raw material for the medicines. For this purpose, it is important to carefully monitor entire cycle of this raw material as for harvesting, processing, transportation, and storage before their use. Development of guidelines for methodology in the Ayurveda requires a huge professional work ethics and culture, both by the academicians and practitioners who must have necessary knowledge and motivation for this task. And in India, it does not need to prove the validity of Ayurveda to its people, authorities, and own scientific community because it is recognized as a traditional medical system country. There is need to have a fundamental research to refresh and update the tremendous knowledge which is developed over the time, particularly during the British rule. This kind of research will certainly upgrade the fundamental knowledge of Ayurveda, which will benefit not only to Indian but foreign nationals also. This will assure Ayurveda to be practiced with its full potential and allowed to gain wide recognition. Research is a process that converts data into information, information into knowledge, and knowledge into wisdom. In present scenario, Ayurvedic researchers are failing in this aspect as these are unable to disseminate the knowledge gained from the exercises.
Sorry, sir, for interruption. Can you please conclude your presentation?
Yes, sir. Fundamental research need to be done in this field, and day by day, drug industry is facing serious challenges. Quality is the primary need for safety and efficacy. So these are some of the future roadmaps. Ayurveda requires more research in the areas of fundamental principles and diagnostic tools. So these are some of the figures we can see, and we have also produced so many medicines and which were supplied to the locals in the state. These are some products developed by the state unit. This is in the last thing we can say that until the mind duplicates a blade of grass, nature can laugh at his so-called scientific knowledge. Remedies from chemicals will never stand in favorable comparison with the product of nature and the living cell of the plant, the final result of rays of the sun, the mother of all life. Thanks for listening patiently. Thank all the members of jury. I conclude my presentation here.
That's an excellent presentation and brilliant work you are doing. But my expectation is that these things need to be scaled up and also followed by other states also. So you need to work with other states also to prepare, to set up such centers across India, so that real benefits of Ayurvedic medicines come. So what are you doing in that direction?
Sir, it's a very good questions that we are trying to replicate the model not only the state, even the other state in the country. They are trying to emulate this model of MFP-PARC, and here in Madhya Pradesh, this MFP-PARC as well as some small societies, these primary cooperative society, they are also engaged in manufacturing of this Ayurvedic medicine, like our one of the Rehti, which is under the working in the banner of the minor forest produce tradition. They are also producing some of the 80 medicines also, though it's on a small scale. But this model can be replicated elsewhere in the country also.
But you should take initiative in that. When you have developed so much knowledge, you should take initiative to set up such centers across India.
Those are, it's not in my hand, but at least some of the state, they have come here and they studied our models and they are trying to replicate in their respective state.
Because this is the only way that agriculture farmers income can be doubled and tripled.
Yeah. And I think this is the only way, I think.
Yes.
More than 50% of the income in our Madhya Pradesh, it comes from the herbs only. People, they are engaged in it. And it's a big number, 4 million people, they are working on it. And this MP is very abundant in natural resources and natural herbs. And they only by imparting a primary processing technology, they can double their income. Now they are coming out of the trap of the local traders. They are getting the fair price by selling the produce, their produce to the MFP-PARC. They are getting their fair price also. At MSP, minimum support price, we are buying the produce at minimum support price also. And government of state has fixed the MFP about 32 cities for purchasing raw material, like in agriculture, that every year the government fixed the MSP.
Very good. I don't think any other state is doing so much good work.
I think this is the unique model, nowhere in the state and in the country.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Excellent work, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. No specific question to ask. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.